Wow, $1,300 stimulus check. Check this out, we have got latest tweet. Checks worth up to $1,300 per family have started going out this week. Checks worth up to $1,300 as Minnesota families start back to school shopping. Yes, $1,300 is approved by Minnesota governor. We have got all the latest announcement direct from the state revenue website official web page for all the latest details. We are going to help out people with both of the checks going all the way up to $1,300 per family and universal pre-breakfast and lunch. That's a good update. Now let's check it out all the details what it exactly means for you. Alright, so this is straight up from the revenue.state.mn.us how much which group of beneficiaries will be going to receive the checks, when the direct deposit and paper checks will be heading into your bank account, the eligibility criteria, and all the important questions. If you are a low income, fixed income, social security recipient, or somebody living in Minnesota, then make sure to watch this video till then. This video is gonna be really important for you. However, guys, before we get into all the details, make sure to hit that like, share this video, subscribe to our channel, and let's jump right into all the details. Alright, so there are many headlines coming up regarding the tax rebate payments that could be hitting Minnesota residents' account this week. This is the latest news by CBS as of August 16. So let's check it out what this exactly means for you, your bank account, your checks, and how much exactly are you going to receive. Alright, right here into the Minneapolis, Minnesota residents should keep eye on to their bank accounts because a new deposit, a direct deposit, could be soon heading into their bank account. The state said that it's about to start sending out the tax rebate payments to Minnesota families. Yes, you heard it right. Officials said that the direct deposit payments will start heading out starting from this week. Then right after that, the paper checks will follow. Up to 700,000 payments are expected to go out onto the first day of the payment. And with the goal of wrapping up 1.1 million deposits by end of this week. In total, there are nearly $2.1 million checks that will be sent out through this September. What you need to do in order to receive this money? Well, taxpayers do not need to apply for the rebate. Minnesota Department of Revenue is using your information from the tax year 2021 in order to determine your eligibility criteria and will be going to send out the payments. Now let's talk about the latest details right here onto the Twitter Governor Tim Walz's Twitter official page. Here we got bunch of updates as of few hours. Alright, so this is the first tweet on August 16 by Governor Tim Walz. The first thing we did was cut taxes by $100 million, not for the rich folks, but for the families and small businesses. Then we got the checks up to $1,300 per family and universal preschool breakfast and lunch done. We are lowering the cost for Minnesota residents across the state. Checks worth up to $1,300 per family have started going out this week. This back to school season, we are taking the weight off the family's shoulders by sending out the checks to millions of Minnesota residents. Then right after that, we have got the latest tweet as of 15 hours ago. In time for the back to school season, checks worth up to $1,300 started going out this week. Thanks to our new universal preschool meals program, families are set to save thousands of dollars this year on school breakfast and lunch. And this is the latest tweet as of 4 hours ago. As Minnesota plans for back to school, we know that excitement for the families and feelings are mixed. With the stress of buying books, backpacks, clothes, and new things, we are going to help out people with both of the checks going all the way up to $1,300 per family and universal pre-breakfast and lunch. That's a good update. Now let's check it out all the details what it exactly means for you. Alright, so this is straight up from the revenue.state.mn.us and this is the state's Minnesota Department of Revenue official page. So this is the Minnesota Department of Revenue official page. Let's check it out, the direct tax rebate payments, all the latest update. Alright guys, the Minnesota Department of Revenue has begun sending out the tax rebate payments worth up to $1,300 for the tax year 2021 to eligible residents. Legislation signed in May provides the payments of $520 for married couples filing a joint return with adjusted gross income of $150,000 or less. Then next category, we got $260 for all the other individuals with adjusted gross income of $75,000 or less, and another $260 for each of the dependent claimed on your return, up to 3 dependents, so you can claim up to $780 through this one. So in total, you could claim as much as $1,300 for the tax year 2021 in terms of tax rebate payments. Talking about the deposits, when they will be going to send out the payments, they are going to send out the direct deposit payments first, followed by paper checks and by mail. They expect to issue 2.1 million rebates by end of the September, and they have used the previously filed 2021 income tax, property tax returns data in order to determine who is eligible for the payments and all the exact amounts, how much money are you going to receive. So what's going to happen next? Well, for most of the recipients, they'll be going to send out the rebate payments into their bank account or either onto your mailing address disclosed on 2021 income tax, property tax return. If you have updated your bank address or refund method in July, they'll be going to use the latest information. And talking about the first group of payments, it will be happening through the direct deposit payments. Those payments will be deposited into your bank account starting into the late August. Payments will be appearing as State of Minnesota 2021 tax rebate program. So make sure you note this one. This will be appearing onto your bank statement. Then talking about the second round of the payments, it will be happening through the paper checks. Those paper checks will be delivered by mail starting in early September and continuing through the rest of the month. Remember, make sure to check out early September and the rest of the month. These paper checks will be mailed in a plain white envelope and protected by standard banking safeguards to help detect and prevent any frauds. In fact, I have got an example. This is what the check will look like. It will be enclosed in a white envelope. Minnesota rebate checks won't contain the image or signature of Governor Walz, and this is how it will probably look like. This is how the check will look like. It will be enclosed in a white envelope. Eligibility of this payment based on the income. So if you made $75,000 or less, you can expect checks of $260. Couples making $150,000 or less will get $520, and parents, those with the income brackets, will get another $260 per child. Up to 3 kids are allowed, so you can claim $780 for the children's, and maximum possible you can claim up to is $1,300 for family. But here is the thing, the other side of the equation is entirely different. Now we know these payments will take up some weight from the Minnesota parents, especially those who are starting the new school year. These direct payments are crucial way to put money into the Minnesota residents' pocket. But here is the thing, Minnesota Department of Revenue says that it's not clear yet whether these payments will be subjected to the federal taxes or not. They are exempt from the state taxes, and he said that the agency has sought guidance from the IRS to counsel about the taxability. The tax rebate payments are part of the $3 billion One Minnesota budget signed into law into the May. The Republicans were critical of DFL sending out surplus money during the latest session. This week criticized the size of the checks which are going out, with the House Minority Leader Lisa DeMott calling them a fraction of what he promised on the campaign trail. And this is what she tweeted about. Check this out. Minnesota legislature slammed the size of the checks. The leader DeMott statement on government walls. She said that failure to deliver campaign promises of $2,000 rebate checks. House Minority Leader Lisa DeMott issued following statement touting $260 rebate checks is what fraction of what he has promised onto the campaign trail. People dislike politicians because you know what, they will say anything to get elected, and that's exactly what Governor Walz did as per her statement. So returning the surplus with not the promising. So during the election, Governor Walz repeatedly promised Minnesota residents $2,000 rebate checks. Then Democrats took full control and decided they would rather spend that record $17.5 billion surplus to themselves than returning it to the Minnesota residents. And now only a selected few Minnesota residents will be getting a $260 rebate, which is hardly what they have promised by governor. And worse yet, the attempt to pass off the session as net positive for Minnesota's budget. In fact, Democrats raised the taxes by $10 billion and squandered the surplus, and a couple of $100 rebate checks doesn't make up for the massive tax hikes Minnesota residents will be dealing thanks to the Democrats for their self-described appetite for raising the taxes. Families are not getting relief, they are getting even higher taxes, as she said onto the latest tweet. So guys, what do you think about this? Do let me know whether it's beneficial, not so beneficial. Do let me know into the comments down below. Make sure to hit that like, share this video, subscribe to our channel if you found this helpful. And this is Kedar from How to Guys. See you in the next video.